Hey YouTube, welcome back. Today I have this problem. It's called best time to buy and sell a stock. You are given an integer array called prices, where price of I is the price of the given stock on the ith day. Uh, on each day, you may decide to buy and or sell the stock. You can only hold at most one share of the stock at any time you want. However, you can buy it then immediately, sell it on the same day. Find and return the maximum profit you achieve. I guess, this is a similar problem to the previous one, but for this one we're not just selling and buying. We're just selling and buying and selling and buying like more than one time. So for this one, the maximum profit will be 7 because we buy in day 1 with um buy in day 2 with 1, and after that we sell it in the next day, so we have a profit with 4. And we buy on day 3 of we buy in day 3 with day 4, sorry, and on 3, and after that we sell it in the next day, and the profit will be 6, and the total profit from be 4 from the first, and 7 and 3 from the next, so it will be 7. So solving this problem, I guess we need to do some things here. First, let's just I don't guess that we need to do anything on the boards, so I will just guess we will make a while loop. And in this while loop, let me just put the let I equal 0 for creating a while loop. There will be from the index, and I'll create a variable called valley. Okay, and this will be, and I'll talk what is the importance of valley, and it will be prices of 0, and I'll create another one called peak, and peak, it will be always also the prices of 0. And we will create a profit, max profit, and actually this is what we are going to return max profit. So while I'm thinking about that, we could create like a while loop, and we use I in the while. So while I is less than prices dot length minus 1. So the trick here should be like that. We want to find a day to buy stock in a day, and make sure the next day the stock is higher, so we are getting any profit. So for example, we can't buy 7 and sell it in 1 because there is no profit in this one. We're not getting profit, but we can just get 1, okay, have 1, and after that sell it in the next day by 5. So right now we have profit. So how we can do that? It's a pretty straightforward. It's just, we could create a while loop to make sure that we are going to take the element that its next element's bigger than it. So I'll say while prices, if prices of I bigger than prices of I plus 1, bigger than or equals, not only bigger, because if equals we have no profit also, bigger than or equals price of I plus 1, that means there is no profit, and that means we can't buy this stock. So what we should do, we just increase the index by 1. However, when we found our own what was the name? Yeah, when we find our own stock that has our own stock that makes sure that its next is bigger than it, that means that we gain profit. So we store it in the valley. Let's store this in the valley. It will be prices of I. So right now we are making sure that the next element is bigger, so we having a profit. So we want to make another assumption to try to find, first of all, we find one is smaller. Okay, we want to make another assumption to find, right now we know this value where we sell, when we buy the stock. We want to find, we want to create a while loop, another while loop, to make sure that where or which specific day will we sell the stock. So for the first while loop, this one, we want to make sure that when will we buy the stock. So we want to find at least the number is smaller than its next number. And so right now we find, we know which day we could buy the stock. Right now we want to know which day should we sell the stock. So we create a while loop, the same while loop. However, the only different thing it will be is that if the prices, we want something that the prices is smaller than or equals prices of price of I. So for this one, we will get the peak. It will be prices of I. And after that, I will say max profit plus equals peak minus value. Okay, so let's just talk, this is it. It's just like that, but let's just talk it in detail. So basically, we have I, which will keep us to loop, the value, which will take about from which day that should we buy the stock, peak, in which day the peak day to sell the stock, and the max profits, it's just the difference between the old value and all peaks. Okay, so the thing that we could do, first of all, we want to get the value. So when we want to get the value, we just want to make sure that the stock that we are getting, it's at least the day that we want to sell the stock. We want to make sure at least it next day it's bigger than it's bigger. We want to sure at least. Okay, so when we find one, and when we find one, so value will be 1, because we start with 7 and we say, okay, while prices of I is bigger than or equals prices of I plus 1. So yeah, prices of I is bigger than equal price of 1. So increase I plus plus. So I will be equals 1. And for the second loop, for this loop, the loop ends because the prices of I right now is smaller than prices of I plus 1. So the value will be equals prices of I, which will be 1. And right now we will make another loop to get while the prices of I less than or equals prices of I plus 1. So for this one, we have a prices of I is less than or equals the prices of I plus 1, because yeah, it's less than 5. So peak will be 5, and the maximum profit will be the difference between value and peak. So it will be 4, because we buy the stock and day 1 in day 2 with 1, and we sell it in day 3 or 5. So we have 4 profit a stock, and we just try to add this value to the max profit. So that's it for this video. I hope my description was quite good. If you like my content, if you like my description, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you will never miss a video, and see you in future problems.